Well, hello, my YouTube friends. These days, you can't help noticing that everyone's showing their 1 ounce bars, their vintage silver, all that stuff. So, when in Rome, you do as the Romans do. And so, we'll look at some vintage silver that came out of the generic bin at the well-known and oft-mentioned Fresno Coin Gallery. So, this is a 1995 AFS, whatever that is. They ship money, I guess, or something. The wire service you can trust. I bought this one. I thought it was neat. It has that eagle on it. 95, so 29 years. You know, I don't know if that's considered vintage or not. This came out of the generic bin. It's an 87. It's got the it's got the eagle, I guess. I don't even know which one is the rarest year. Is it like an 83 or 84 or something? Here's an 84, and I think A-Mark made these. Yeah, there's A-Mark. It's got some halfway decent toning. So that's 40 years old. That's an 84. So we're getting more towards vintage, I guess. Here's a 83. And so everything you're going to see today costs the same price, or it had the same premium, because obviously the spot price changes, but these all came out of the generic bin. What year is that? One's an 83, so we're getting a little 41 years old now. Here's a Sunshine bar from Sunshine Round from 1983, and it's the mining. Right now, yeah, I know I should buy this at the coin shop and then sell it online, eBay. So what year is that one? That was an 83. These assay offices are all 81s, aren't they? Are they supposed to have like some gentle toning on it? Or are they supposed to be blast white? I mean, so we're to 1981 now, 43 years old. So these A-Marks, is anyone familiar with these little A-Marks? These A0100 serial numbered. They're all the same serial number. This one has some nice toning, but it's got a dent right there on the corner. You can see it. It's chunky. So that came out of the generic bin at generic price. So if you sell on eBay, I'm told that eBay takes a %, and so if your profit margin is only $5 and they're taking a % of that, then you've got your outlay to get inventory in, and then your time spent packaging, even if you make the buyer pay the shipping. Okay, this one, I got it out because it's a rarities mint. Yesterday I saw, or the day before, was it Silverstruck? You had a bar from Rarities Mint. This one's not dated. Anyone know what year this one is? I'm guessing we could call that vintage. Hold on a second. Let me fix this background. Hold on. Okay, I got those stacked up again. Yeah, I gotta have a nice background, right? So, where was I? Yeah, the Rarities Mint. No telling how old that is. There is a couple other. Let's look at these more recent purchases. And I like to go in and browse the shop. And while I'm there, Jared will see me, and if any of my coins have come back from PCGS, then he'll let me know, right? If not, then, you know, he won't say anything. So this one has a 1974 date on it at the bottom, and it's a coin something. What is it? Deke Pereira Group. Anybody know who these guys are? Foreign currency specialist since the end of World War II. Man, I'm shaking. Okay, so this is 1945. And what's interesting, so on this side, in all those ovals, you got Austria, Switzerland, USA, Canada, Hong Kong, and Macau. Where's Macau at? The Pacific Island area, I guess, Macau, 1974. And we looked at it. I was wondering if it was a restrike, but it has some slight toning. Like you can kind of see it right there, you know, along the edges where the, you know, the relief in where the fields are. So we believe it's at 74. So that one's vintage, right? 74 is, so it's 50 years considered vintage. It should be, right? Okay, let's see this one. Everyone's breaking out their 1 ounce bars. The Coin Wholesaler, Chattanooga, Tennessee, P.O. Box 893, Chattanooga, Tennessee 37401. I wonder if that P.O. box is still in existence. 1974. Anyone from that area remember these guys? 1 troy ounce fine silver. So 74s, that's got to be vintage, right? 1 ounce bar. This one. Okay, that one's a 72. So when did Nixon take us off the gold standard? Was that in 71? And when did the private mints start making precious metals? Silver Eagle, redeemable at current silver market value. Does anyone know who TM is underneath the E in Eagle? Which mint that is? And it's a weird shape. It's skinny and long. Right, and that's a flying penny or something with that eagle. So 72, I mean, that's got to be vintage. Is that vintage? And so all these rounds, right, and even they came out of the generic bin. Now, depending on who's on duty when you walk in to sell something, you know, they might look at it and say, oh, well, yeah, no, that's not BU. You know, we can only give you a generic price for it. Because this, and you've seen it before with this toning, it came out of the generic bin, right? And it should have been in World Silver because there's nothing wrong with it. And in fact, Jared did move a couple other ones that were similarly conditioned but no toning back to World Silver. So, but this one cost exactly the same as this one. Okay, and you're wondering, okay, what's that? I'm guessing it's a planchet. Right? Remember I was saying that everything has to be labeled with what kind of metal it is, how much it weighs, and what the purity. So what is that? An unused planchet? Any of you guys seen that before? So this this unused planchet, we'll call that, costs the same as all of these ones you just look at, and this World Silver, it costs the same as this Polar Bear, this like reverse proof Polar Bear, costs the same as, yeah, everything, all of them, they all cost the same. Even this Eagle, which you saw before, but it has damage. Remember, it's got that hole right there next to her head. So anyway, there's a brief overview of some generic rounds that are available from time to time at Fresno Coin Gallery. All right, my friends, when in Rome, do as the Roman do and buy generic when it's available, if it's the right product. You folks have a good day.